So, befreie den Schleuser zu den Ketzern ohne befreie den Schleuser zu den Ketzern. Ach, scheiße, ja, ich brauche dieses... Wieder ich verliere Ruf. Ich weiß nicht, wie wichtig Ruf ist. Das ist so unfair. Ich konnte hier unten... Weiß nicht. Kann ich Schleichangriff? Gibt es sowas? Ist der, dass ich nicht Schlösser knacken kann. Ist richtig ärgerlich. Hm. Kann ich mich irgendwie bemerkbar machen durch Pfeifen oder so? Ja, das... Spielstörung. Schleichhaltung kann ich ja. Ein Ziel aktivieren. Zielaktion, DDD, taktische Pause. Schnell sprechen, F5, sehr schön. X wegstecken. Ich kann was wegstecken. Kann ich mit denen reden?
You cannot pass. Only the Norts have access to the prison.
Ja, ich weiß. Geht einfach da rein. Nee, jetzt könnt ihr...
To my help, and death to the others. Move away.
Ja, wieso kann ich nicht schnell laden?
To get dicey.
Weil ich nicht schnell gespeichert habe oder was? Ach Mann, ey, wenn die alleine ist, dann kriege ich die vielleicht.
To my help, and death.
Wieso war die jetzt da? Ist das Zufall?
To my help, and
Ich. Dann muss ich einen anderen Zeitpunkt abwarten, oder was? Ich kann ich dann gerade hier rein? Nee. Die ist ja auf dem Weg nach oben, ne?
to my help, and
Oder auch nicht. Okay, gehe ich immer rum. Da steht halt auch gerade einer. Hier ist auch nichts an Verkleidung. Das ist doch eine fiese Bitch. Oh, Schloss knacken schon wieder.
to my help, and death to the
Hier oben ist auch
others.
noch einer.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Come on, show some grit, damn it.
Ich bekämpfe es jetzt einfach. Ist mein Ruf egal. Erster Offizier, ja. Die Frage ist, ob das schon reicht, ne? Offiziersstiefel. Schauen, ist hier noch einer, oder? Oh Mann, ey, ich wusste, Schloss knacken ist immer so wichtig. Ein Kaban. Keine Ahnung, ob das jetzt nautisches Kaban ist oder nicht. Oh, das ist deprimierend. Komm, gib mir was. Hafengefängnisschlüssel, das ist auf jeden Fall schon sehr nett. So, ja, was passiert denn, wenn ich jetzt könnte ja einen Kaban anziehen, der ist auch besser. Ich ziehe diesen Kaban an. Ja, dann einmal zurück. Da habe ich auch erste Offiziershandschuhe. Beine, erste Offiziersstiefel, aber wenn die ein bisschen schlechter sind, egal. Der Hut, weiß nicht. Wir werden sehen. Wir werden sehen. Wir speichern mal schnell. Huch. Hier ist gespeichert. Ja. Glaube ja. So, befreie den Schleuser.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
What?
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside
Raus.
without being seen.
It's blocked.
Fuck. Okay, ich hoffe, die bleiben noch ein bisschen hier drin. Lalalala. Super. Nee, nee. Ich soll mich beeilen, da ist ja niemand drin. Jetzt ist hier jemand drin.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahid, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Überzeugen soll ich ihn, naja. Wo ich denn hin? Schon ein Stück, ne? Nee. Da hinten. Eieieiei. Machen wir erstmal das. Vielleicht. Weg da, ich gehöre zu den Nauten. Was ist das? Konstantin finden kann, nee. Tagebuch des Schleusers. Ich habe 2 neue Kunden. Sie wollen nach Al-Sad reisen und die Inquisitoren sind ihnen auf den Fersen, was meine Arbeit nicht einfacher machen wird. Ich denke, ich kann sie unauffällig auf ein Schiff bringen, aber wir müssen vorsichtig sein. Und ich hoffe, dass sie geduldig und ruhig sein werden. Ich werde sie in einem Lagerhaus hinter dem Hafenraum verstecken, in der sich die Inquisition niemals erinnern. Aha. Tagebuch des Schleusers. Ja, das kommt ein bisschen zu spät, ne? Die wäre auch ein Kaban gewesen.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Ei.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. 1 drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Ja, das war jetzt keine allzu große Hilfe, wobei sich dieser Jonas am Kanal rumgetrieben hat. Ich glaube nicht, dass das Einbildung war.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man, who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone.
Oder haben die sich gezofft vielleicht um die Frau?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Was gibt's denn hier noch? Nix. Kanal. Was ist denn der Kanal? Gilt das hier schon als der Kanal? Ich da einfach mal gucken. Oh. Gar kein Loot. Grüße, ich bin der Naut. Quest abschließen in GreedFall. Der Questmeister verschiedener. Der SAD hat mehrere Eisenfeuer. Raffinesse, Überredungskunst, Intelligenz, Korruption. Das Fertig von Gegenständen auf dem Werktisch. Das alles sind Wege, die zu arrangieren, um deine Ziele zu erreichen. Um dich in diesem Gebiet zu verbessern, verteilst du Punkte am entsprechenden Talentbaum oder trägst Ausrüstung, die Boni bietet. Drohung und der Kampf sind weitere probate Optionen. Der Feind nicht empfänglich für deine Talente sind. Aha, also jetzt.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Jetzt geht's hier. Hallo. Ich spreche mal.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teer Fradee.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
So, kann ich das reparieren? Ist ja schon mal. Ach, da. Wo?
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Okay, Metalldübel. Was auch sonst? Ja, kann er mit dem reden.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong-arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Das sind 2 unabhängig voneinander, die sagen... Ich auch rein.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Hä? Ich doch. Weg da. Wie von einem Alchemisten aus Al-Saad. Mein teurer Arif, es tut mir leid zu erfahren, dass du nicht den Frieden gefunden hast, den du dir in Syrien erhofft hast. Seit deiner Abreise ist die Situation in der Akademie beklagenswert. Diejenigen, die du angeklagt hast, verhalten sich jetzt so, als ob die Regeln nicht für sie gelten würden, und sie führen regelmäßig fragwürdige Experimente durch. Der Rest von uns kann nichts anderes tun, als sich unauffällig zu verhalten. Ich hoffe aufrichtig, dass du irgendwann einen Ort erreichst, an dem du endlich deinen Frieden findest. Dein Freund.